welcome to Lilybugs Library, and welcome to my November TBR, or pile of possibilities, whatever you want to call it. So I figured I could probably maybe do 8 books. So I've got 4 already that are on the list that have to be read because they're arcs for November. So the first one is the 4th in the series, The Vintage Cookbook Mysteries, by Ellen Byron, and it's called Crescent City Christmas Chaos. And just a little blurb about it. So Ricky James Diaz is the one that's the main character, and she lives in New Orleans, and her parents have decided to come visit her over the holidays. So Ricky has been adopted. And so she's trying to get her mom to tell her more about that process, but her mom doesn't really want to. And apparently it had something to do with her mother being blackmailed for years for not wanting to lose her daughter. So I'm not sure who she was being blackmailed by or what was going on. But anyway, sounds interesting. The next one is a dual timeline one. It's called The Bridge Between Friends by Norma Curtis. And this one takes place between 1944 and then the second timeline is 1992. So in 1994, during the war, a young Cora forms a forbidden bond with Frank, a German prisoner held at the Island Farm camp. And so she ends up having to choose between her heart and the hostile judgment of a war-weary town. And then in 1992, I'm not sure I can say this name right, but it's Elisavet. A Serbian refugee is haunted by loss and finds work on Island Farm Avenue. And there she meets 3 older women, Cora, Megan, and Gladys. And so they meet regularly there at the old footbridge, and they share stories and things. And as they begin to open up about their memories, Elisavet is drawn into their past and the healing power of female friendship. So that one sounds excellent as well. And then, let's see what I've got here. The next one. There we go. The next one is All My Bones. So it's a cozy mystery. It's about Madeline Brimley, who is the new owner of a bookstore in a small Georgia town. And she finds herself playing sleuth when her friend Gloria is charged with the murder of someone in the town that apparently everybody didn't like. Her name was B. Glassy, and apparently lots of people had reason to kill her, not just Gloria. So we'll see where that goes. And then the last one that I had was called The Last Orphan by Carly Shargowski. I can't really see it very well on my screen, but I think that's what it is. So it takes place in 1939 Poland. And it talks about Marcin, who was just hoping to keep himself safe during the Nazi invasion. But he befriends his Jewish neighbors, and when their building is raided by the Nazis, he finds himself hiding their son Adam. So he vows to keep Adam safe, and he starts this impossible journey across the borders of war-torn Europe. And he starts to realize Adam isn't the only child out there who needs help. So the more orphan children he encounters, the more he becomes determined to save as many as possible. So that one sounds really good too, and I have a feeling I'm going to cry my way through it because it sounds like a tearjerker. So those are the 4 that I have to read, but now we've got another 4 that maybe I could read. So let's take a look at what we've got. So I figured I was going to draw from the jar today. So we will see what the jar decides. So let's reach in and we will pull one out. I don't even remember what's in this jar. So let me see what this one says. Oh, a Reese's Book Club book. Oh, that's a hard one because I wouldn't know unless it said right on it. Let's pick another one. It's my rules. All right. Oops, I got 2 here. There we go. A book I had on my TBR a long time. Whew. Well, let's go with a book I had on my shelf a long time because my TBR, who knows, right? And a lot of those I wouldn't have the actual book for. They might be something I want to read, but I probably don't necessarily own it. So let me see what's been up here a long time. I'm going to stand up here so we can see A long, long time. Probably something towards the back, I guess. Let's see. Well, I don't know if it's been on here the longest or anything, but I've got this one from Barbara Kingsolver, which is Prodigal Summer. That's been on there quite a while. What else have we got? I know we had one called Woolworths or something. I think that's been on there a long time. Move things around here. Yes, here it is. Okay. So maybe I'll do this one. This one's called Wartime at Woolworths, and that has been on there a long time, so we'll check that one out. And it sounds better to do that one. It's got snowflakes on it and things rather than trying to do the summary one. And I'm hoping my computer is picking up all my words because I was sitting away from it, so it may not have. If you didn't hear that last part, I said this one sounds better than the other one because it looks like it takes place in winter. It's got snowflakes falling and things. Okay, so that's the first one. Let's try another one. Book by a favorite author. That one I don't have on my shelf, but I will have very soon. So I'm going to say Louise Penny for that one because she has the book The Black Wolf coming out in about 2 days. So I will put that on my November TBR. That's a good one. All right, and a third one. A book about family. That's a good one. What have I got that's about family? It's hard to tell sometimes if they're about family, right? I don't really see anything about family. I'm sure there must be. Oh, how about this one? Sisters in Arms. I don't know if they're actual sisters or not, but we could give this one a try. And Dudley apparently wants up. So here, say hello, Dudley, if you're coming up. You have to at least be on camera. See, say hello. All your fans, yes. And while I'm, getting him settled, just to let you know, my mother-in-law is doing wonderfully. Thank you for all your thoughts and prayers. Everything is back to normal as much as it ever is in life. And we're very blessed that it turned out as well as it did. So thank you. All right, so here we go. This is the last one. A book of poetry. Well, I don't have many of those, so that shouldn't be too hard. All right, let's see here, Dudley. Can we find a book of poetry? I think I've only got a couple. I believe this is probably one of the few. I think this is poetry. Now, I can't even guarantee that. I should open it and see. All right, you need to sit so you're not blocking everything. It's called The Roomy Prescription, but let's take a look if it's actual poetry. Down you go, buddy. Down you go. It doesn't look like it is, actually. Maybe I don't have a book of poetry. I did, and then I think, got rid of some of them. So we're going to say I don't have a book of poetry. We're going to carry on. Dudley, you're all over the place today. Okay, so let's see the next one. A book that takes place in Europe. Well, that shouldn't be too hard. Enough cozy mysteries take place in Europe, right? Let's see here. All right, you can come help me. Let's see, this one I think might. Yes, this one does. So it's called Death of a Mad Hatter. It's a hat shop mystery. And it says Scarlett Parker and her British cousin Vivian Tremont are hard at work at Mim's Whims, a ladies' hat shop in London's chic Portobello Road. Okay, so that's good. That's definitely in Europe. All right, and let me see. See, I don't think these, they may feel like family, but I don't think they're actually family. Grace, Eliza, and their sisters in arms. Okay, so I don't know as it is, but we're going to read this one anyway and call it family. So we've got The Death of a Mad Hatter, Sisters in Arms, Wartime at Woolworths, and these two on the front, they could be sisters for all I know. So it might work out. And then the Louise Penny, The Black Wolf. So those four, and then the four that I have as arcs. That should keep me plenty busy. Plus, I will have one from my online book club as well, which I don't know what that one will be yet. I'll find out like the end of the month when we pick a new one. So yeah, that'll keep me busy for November. So that is it from Dudley and I. What do you think, Dudley? Is that it? Okay, should we go get maybe treats or something? Would that be good? Can you say goodbye? Can you say goodbye? Bye to the peoples? No? No goodbye to the peoples? Okay. All right. Well, I'll say goodbye for both of us. So thanks for joining us, and I'll talk to you again soon. Bye-bye.